Hello, boys and girls. How's it going? You are just cranking right along, and in chapter 4, that is fantastic. I'm super proud of you. I know you did great in chapter 3. So we are going to move into some division, okay? So chapter 4, lesson 1, you're going to estimate quotients using multiples, okay? So you know what it means to estimate. You're going to use some good math to get an answer that's pretty close to the actual answer. A quotient is the answer to a multiplication problem, and you're going to estimate quotients using multiples. Okay? Multiples are when you multiply numbers. Okay? So 5 times 1 is 5. 5 is a multiple of 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 is a multiple of 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 is a multiple of 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 is a multiple of 5. Okay? So when you do multiples, you are multiplying. So the multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? Multiples of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18. Okay? You're just taking that number and multiplying it. And whatever the answer is, it's a multiple of that number. Multiple, multiply. Okay, check out number 2, 53 divided by 3. So we're going to use multiples of 3 to get an estimate. We're not going to get the actual answer to this. We just want to know about how many sets of 3 are in 53. Oh my goodness, I don't want to start with 3 and go 3, 6, 9, 12. That'll take me forever, won't it? So let me see. I'm going to start with my good friend 10. Okay? I know that 10 sets of 3, that's 30. Oh, you know what? I'm going to change colors. That's hard to see. 10 sets of 3, that's 30. Okay? So I just jumped right up to 10 sets of 3 and got 30. So I'm going to get as close as I can to 53. So I can start with 10 sets of 3. So 10 times 3 is 30. I'm just going to keep going up by my 3's, my multiples of 3, until I get as close as I can to 53. 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, 42, 45, 48. Do you see, boys and girls? I'm counting by 3's. 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48. All of those are multiples of 3. Okay, 48, 49, 50, 51, and 54. Oh, and look at that. I'm right there around 53, aren't I? So this is 11 sets of 3. This is 12 sets of 3. Now, you don't have to write that all the way down this list if you don't want to, because you know that this is 10, so that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 sets of 3. Okay? So we were trying to get to 53, but we didn't make it, did we? 53 is not a multiple of 3. It's between 51 and 54. Now those are multiples of 3. So I guess that's why we're estimating. Okay, so let's see here. If 53 is right in there, how many sets of 3 was this and this again? Because those are going to be what we use for our estimate. Okay, I'm going back up here to this one up here, 30. That's 10 sets of 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That was 17 sets of 3, and that's 18 sets of 3. So if you think about 53 divided by 3, the estimate, because neither one of them are the actual, 17 or 18. Now, what's the better of those two? Well, whichever one's closer to 53, to what we were going for here. So let's see, 17 times 3 is 51. 18 times 3 is 54. That's close to 53, isn't it? So our best estimate is 18. Okay, because this is really a two-part question. The first part, they wanted to know what it was between, and the second part was really what's the best estimate. Oh, I forgot to write 18. About 18. Okay, let's try another one over here, boys and girls. 75 divided by 4. 75 divided by 4. Okay, once again, I don't want to start with 4, 8, 12, right? Blah, 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 blah. I already know 10 sets of 4 is 40. Okay? Gosh, that's not a very good color choice either. I'm not going to use this background color anymore after chapter 4. Let me try this. 10 sets of 4 is 40. Okay? So let's keep going until we get as close as possible to 75. I want to find out how many sets of 4 are in 75 about. So let's keep going here. So 40, 44, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, and then 56. And then what? Let me see, 56 and 4 more, 60, 64, 68. Oh, those are nice to add 4 onto, aren't they? 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. Okay, now remember what our goal was, 75. Okay, 75 is right in there, isn't it? It's between 72 and 76. So we just wrote a whole list of multiples of 4, and none of them are 75. That's why we have to estimate our quotient, because we can't just write a list of 4s, multiples of 4, and get it. All right, so let me see here. Now remember what we did. That's 4 times 10. So 4 times 11. 4 times 12. Right? 13 sets of 4. 14 sets of 4. 15, 16, 17, 18 sets of 4. 19 sets of 4. So 18 or 19 sets of 4 get us close to 75. Okay, so which one gets us closest to 75? Let's take a look at these. So we said 75 is in there, 72, 76. Which one's closer to 75? 76. It's only one away, right? So the estimate for 75 divided by 4, the best estimate is about 19 sets of 4, 19 groups of 4. All right, let's try another one, guys. Great job, by the way. Okay, here we are down at problem solving, number 11. Joy collected 287 aluminum cans in 6 hours. About how many cans did she collect per hour? All right, number 11. So I've got to reread this here. Let me see. Joy collected 287 aluminum cans in 6 hours. How many cans did she collect per hour? That means in 1 hour, okay? In one of those 6 hours, she collected this many. Same amount the next hour, the next hour, the next hour. Okay, so we have to separate these 287 aluminum cans into 6 sets and find out how many are in each hour, and that'll be how many cans. That's division, isn't it, boys and girls? Okay, so we're going to divide 287 by 6, but it's an estimate. Oh my gosh. Oopsie, sorry about that. Do you want to write your 6's starting with 6 until you get to 287? No, you do not. I do not either. So let's see. Well, we can start with 10 just to check it. Let's see what 10, we know 10 sets of 6, of course, is 60. Are we close? Not really. Let's try 20. 20 sets of 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Add that 0 on 120. What do you think? Keep going. 30 sets of 6. See, 3 times 6 is 18. And on 180, we're getting up there. 40 sets of 6. 4 times 6 is 24. And on that 0, 240 is pretty close, isn't it? Okay, so look how fast we gathered our sets of 6. We multiplied by our multiples of 10, right? 10 sets of 6 is 60, 20 is 120, 30 sets of 6 is 180, 40 sets of 6 is 240. Okay, now I'm thinking of going to 50 sets of 6, but before I'm doing some mental math. 5 times 6, right? 50 sets of 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Add on the 0, that's 300. So that's over, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start adding on my sets of 6 to 240 one at a time. Okay? So 240 and 6 more is 246, right? 246, 247, 148, okay? You can do this faster, but I think just for now it's okay to do it this way, okay? 258. Okay, do you see how I'm adding on a set of 6 each time? So 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 64. Another set of 6, 270, 276, 200, let's see, 82. We're so close. 288. Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it, just to go by 6's? So we have to back up here. See what we have. What are we working with? 40 sets of 6 is 240. So we added on one set of 6 at a time. This is 41 sets of 6, right? This is 42 sets of 6. Okay? 43 sets of 6. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay? So, wow. This bottom one is 48 sets of 6, and one above it is, of course, 47 sets of 6. Okay? Now I stopped at 288 because 287 is how many cans she collected. So, just like we did with those smaller numbers, 287 is between 282 and 288. So, How many cans did she collect? Somewhere between 47 and 48. But which one is the better estimate? Let me go back up here. 287. Which of these is closer? Oh, definitely 288. That's only one away. So she collected about 48 cans. Whoa, that wasn't very good writing. Per hour. Okay, so we did our tens, we got all the way to 240, and then just added on one set of 6 at a time. And like I said, you can do bigger chunks than one at a time, but you know, nothing wrong with one at a time. Okay, until we got to 48 sets of 6, which was very close to 287 cans. It was 288, so she collected about 48 cans per hour. Awesome. All right, guys, we are looking on the back now, and we're looking at this one about the Garibaldi family. Okay, number 2. The Garibaldi family drove 400 miles in 7 hours. Which is the best estimate of the number of miles they drove in 1 hour? Okay, so they drove for 7 hours, about 400 miles. How long did they drive in 1 hour? Well, let's see here. I need to take 400 and separate it into the 7 hours. So yeah, this is a division problem, isn't it? I'm taking the big number of miles, separating it into the hours, because I want to find out what they drove per hour in 1 hour. Now I'm just going to look at these choices. 40, 50, 60, 70. Well, let's see, boys and girls, we can really think about this, guys. What's going to be the best fit, okay? For this one, I would use an inverse operation. You remember what that means? The opposite operation? If they drove 40 miles in 1 hour for 7 hours, let's see, 4 times 7, that's about 280 miles. Oh, that's not very close, is it? So basically, guys, I am trying what's going to end up being the quotient, multiplying it by the 7 hours, and seeing if it's anywhere close to 400. Well, that's not very close at all, is it? Let's try 50. 50 times the 7 hours, 5 times 7. Well, that's pretty close. 350. Okay. 60 miles per the 7 hours. 6 times 7 is 42 with this. Oh, that's very close. Okay. So for D, it's 70. 49. Well, that's pretty far off too. So if you look at these 4 choices, which one is the closest to 400? It's this guy right here. 350, that's 50 off. 420, that's only 20 off. Okay? So the best choice is C. Okay? All right, let's keep going. We're down here in spiral review. 12 boys collected 16 aluminum cans each. 15 girls collected 14 aluminum cans each. How many more cans did the girls collect than the boys? Okay, the girls collected more than the boys. I know that from that last part. How many more cans did the girls collect? So we're comparing how many the boys collect, how many the girls collect, and we are trying to find the difference between those two amounts. Difference is subtraction. Okay, so first let's find out what the boys collected. 12 boys got 16 cans. 12 boys, 16 cans. Algorithm. 7, placeholder, right? 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so this is the boys. 2, 9, 1. I'm going to put B. The boys collected 192. 15. Girls collected 14 cans. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Done with the zeros, right? 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times, yeah, we already used that. 1 times 1 is 1. 0, 11, right? So that's the girls. How many more cans did the girls collect? Okay, so what are we going to do with those two amounts? This kind of goes with the bar diagram. Remember they were showing you the bar diagram? So that would be the girls, and then the boys would be the shorter bar, 192. What's the difference? How many more? Okay, so let's go 210 minus 192. All right, 0 minus 2, you have to regroup. 10 minus 2 is 8. 0 minus 9, have to regroup. Minus 9 is 1. So the difference is 18 cans. All right? All right, last one. This year, Ms. Webster flew 145,000 miles on business. Last year, she flew 83,125 miles on business. How many more miles did Ms. Webster fly on business this year? Okay, you know why I picked this one? Because it's always good to review subtracting when you have globs of zeros. Okay, how did I know it was subtracting? Because they want to know the difference in how many miles she flew this year and last year. Difference, how many more miles? Subtract. Okay, 0 minus 5, you can't do it. I have to regroup. Go in here. Nothing. Keep going. Nothing to regroup there either. Keep going. Hello 5. We are going to use you and take one of you and give it to the next place value. But that's still not helping us here, is it? Okay, goodbye to you. You're a 9. Hello. I'm giving the one from there over here. I still can't do 0 minus 5, can I? Farewell to you. Taking 1. Boop. Now we have 10 minus 5, which is, of course, our good friend 5. 9 minus 2, 7. 9 minus 1 is 8. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 8. I can't do 4 minus 8. But when I regroup, I'm going to end up with 14 minus 8, right? So if you have a number like 14 minus 8, a teen, when you regroup, look what you end up with, 14 minus 8. Just notice that and get in the habit, if you can, of just going, oh, 14 minus 8. All right, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Our friend 6. Okay, so the difference is 61,875 miles. Awesome. All right, guys. That was a loaded lesson. You guys are amazing. Nice work.